I know if you're watching this video, that means you are looking for better opportunity in life. I'm wishing you all good lucks and have faith in yourself, in your knowledge. Be strong with your basics of this tool plus Java. If you are looking for data integration, okay, you will surely gonna crack it. Wishing you all good lucks. So let's get started with our video. Okay, before starting with the video, let me tell you that in this video, I have picked some general questions which are very common in interviews for 2 plus or 3 plus experienced people. So, okay, so these are the few just listed of questions, very common questions. If you want the interview questions regarding even on talent tool, its product, how talent tool organized, or in what concept it does work, you should know it. Okay, so google it. You will be you will get a lot of material to read that. Okay, let's get started with the video. First question is like, what are the elements of a talent project? You know project. Okay, so in talent, what a project means. In talent, it project means project is the top most hierarchical element in the whole talent jobs scenario. Okay, like this is the top most structure of your talent, because whenever we are creating your workspace, first you need to create your project name, right? So yeah, that is the topmost structure. Inside this opportunity, inside this project, everything comes like your business model, your job design, your metadata, your code part, your all resources. Okay, so everything comes under this project only. And you can see this is written as local. Why local? Because I am using it in local system. If I have used in remote access something, so there's definitely something else written here. Okay, so I hope now you are very clear with the project term in. Okay, so first question is good. Now we are moving to second question, that is, what types of joins are supported by TMap component? You know, in talent, map is the most important component for your transformation, right? And in that TMap, we have the most important concept as a joins. Okay, match model, you can say that. So we have generally inner join, left outer join, all matches. So first match, right? With the help of diagram, let me show you. I know you know this, but for other people who have a even little doubt, let me explain you. Inner join is this part. Like this is your this table, this is your left table, this is for your main table, the table with that component which connects first with the tmap, that count as your main table, right? And this is your lookup table. Okay, so whatever the common thing, the common records we have with the help with the in the both the tables, that will be counted as your inner join. Okay, done with the inner join, very simple. Now second one is your left outer join. So see, left outer join counts, this is your left table. Okay, simple, this is right, this is left table. I told you left table is your main table. So all records, even this extra part also, let me color. Okay, so this, if it is what, then it was in inner join, but it included this section of also of this table. So this is your outer join, like include everything of left table. Okay, and from the right table, only the intersection part, which is the common one. So this is your left outer join. All right. Now next one is your all matches. All matches simply means that first record coming from your main this from main table, look into this lookup table and extract all related records. Okay, like uh, here one student id, this is a table of student roll number and student name. All right, this is a table of student roll number and its marks. Okay, and in this table we have like you can take other example. I have not a good example in my mind at this time, so you can take other example. And the next part is your first match. See, if we have in the board table, in this table I have a student. Okay, this is the marks table. So this student have 4 rows for its marks, like science, maths and Hindi marks. Okay, but it will extract only the first record, which is similar to this roll number. Okay, the first record of extraction will count as a first match. So I hope you are clear with the join. If you have any doubt, do let me know in the comment. I will help you to clear this. Next question is how to pass data from parent job to child job through T-run job component. You know, this passing your parent job to child job data is one of your certification question. So this is very simple. This, suppose this is my main job. Okay, you can transfer in 2 ways. Okay, and this is my one of the sub job. You know how to select sub job. First one is like, I have created a global variable. This is my variable name, this is my variable value. So what I can do, if you have to pass in your sub job, that means there is a some field, there is a some variable that need a value from your main job. So I have created a var name variable in this sub job. Okay, and what I want ki, okay, when this job will run, no, so in this variable, in var variable of this sub job, pass my this value. Okay, whatever value comes in this variable name, just pass into this sub job. Okay, so how will you do that? For passing from parent to child, you need some variable name at your sub job level. So whatever variable name exists in your this child job, this is your sub job. Whatever this variable name you have in your child job, that will reflect automatically in your main job when you will click on this parameter. See, we have 2 values. So it will reflect automatically. You don't need to do anything. Now, what value you need to pass? What I will need to pass? This global variable, right? So what I will select, control plus space, and then just type component name. And you can see we have 2 global variables. One is error message. This is by default. And second one is with my the variable value. So whatever the value of this my main job have, it will pass into this sub job. Okay, and in which variable it will pass in my sub job variable, in var1. If I just select count, then in count variable of this sub job, that value will be stored. Okay, and uh, before before running, you need to check this checkbox also, because we are transferring our context value. How? See, I told you one way to transfer from your global variable, and another thing is like, I have a context variable, this one. Okay, this is my main job. My job is running, and at particular time of this job, I some values is stored in this context variable. Now I need to pass this context variable in my sub job. So how will you do that? Same, in a sub job var variable, I will just pass my context variable of this main job. So what I will do, context dot control plus space, and this is the variable reflecting of my main job. So whatever the value of my main job have in this context, that will pass into your this sub job variable. So this way you can pass from parent to child job, your variables. So I hope this is clear. Now moving to next question. How to run talent jobs in parallel? Very simple. See, if this is your, suppose this is your job, and you have multiple sub jobs, there are 2 ways. First, go to your this tab, job tab, and there is a extra tab. Just click checkbox this multi-thread execution. So whatever, how, doesn't matter the number of subjobs you have in this job, it will run automatically after just clicking multi-threading thread execution. Okay, and other way is to use T parallel, to T parallelize component. Suppose I have copy of this sub job. Okay, just for example, I have 2 sub jobs, and I want that after this global variable triggering, I want both these sub jobs to run at the same time. So what I will do, either you can just go and type, if you check this box in this case, then what happened, suppose these got started, but this get started late, so our value will not be transferred into our sub job correctly. So for that case, use the parallel component and just right click on it and just trigger. If you type parallelize, so that means yes, this you can connect multiples of, with the multiples of things. This means you need to start both the jobs at the same time. Okay. Now next one is, other option we have as the synchronize. Synchronize means just wait for all. Like I have one more, I'm telling you one component detail in this interview question also. See, I have selected paralyze. So that means what? Until unless this two subjob will not execute, no, this third one will till then wait. Okay, so first these two will execute and this will wait. After execution of these two subjob, it will run. So we can decide sequence with the help of this component also. And you see, after just clicking, after only one time synchronize this option populating. Okay, if I delete this, we have synchronize. Okay, but if I just use this, then I have no new option as a synchronize. So this is your one time selection, and paralyze you can connect it with multiple elements, multiple components, doesn't matter. Okay, so this way you can set your job as a, okay, you can run at run your talent jobs in parallel. Now next question is, differentiate between T aggregate row and T aggregate shorted row. The difference between these two components are very simple. T aggregate row accept your input without even shorted. Shorted means like ascending, descending, like anything. Okay, so it accept without your shorting also. And T aggregate sorted row in talent, second, that doesn't aggregate row accept your input without even sorting, and T aggregate sorted row accept your input data only and only if it is in sorted manner. Okay, sorted manner. So if you check this component also, this is T aggregate sorted row. It demands you the exact number of input rows. So it only, you can use this component when you are aware of exact amount of input rows, and it should be in some order. Okay, and in this component you don't need any order sequence or exact number of record. So this is the only difference, otherwise everything same. Okay, so this is group by operation, everything, only this thing is the main difference. Okay, now next question is your, how to execute more than one subjob parallel in Talend. I just told you, you can use the parallelize component. Okay, so with the help of that you can just do this thing. This is your Talend interview question also, this one. Okay, now next is, what is the difference between on subjob okay and on component okay in Talend? This also Talend certification question. They see, with the help of name only you can just figure out what does it mean. This is component, only one component. Okay, so what I can do that, yes, on execution of this component you need to run this thing. Okay, so what I will do, I will just select on component. Let me delete this. Okay, this is just looking hectic. Okay, so what I will do, I will just click in the trigger section on component. Okay, because this is only one component, no other thing included, right? This is only one. So if we want to generate sequence only with the help of one component, then we click on the on component. Okay, right? Now this is, this is sub job, right? Because if you click on that, it has some particular operation going on in this sub job. So this is sub job. So you can either, you should select on sub job. Okay, After executing of this sub job, you need to execute this one, right? If you will just select on component, okay, will it affect? No. Sorry. Will it affect? No, not at all. See, on component, okay, you can use at any level of component. Like this is the starting, this is the middle, this is the ending. You see this blue part, this means this is not a sub job. This is a separate thing. All right. But if you want to do on sub job, okay, you can only do with the starting component of a particular sub job. How? Let me show you. This is the blue part, so this is a sub job. All right. This is blue part, so this is the sub job. Now, what I want, just let me select this. Reset. I want that after executing this thing, this is the first component of this sub job. You can say the blue highlighted one. Okay. This is separate because we have connected with the on sub job. Okay. Okay. So you see, this is the only one. This is the one sub job. I want that after completion of this thing, I have to execute this one. So on, and I have to apply on sub job. Okay. Can I do that? You see, there is no option of subjob okay, subjob error, because subjob okay and subjob error only populates at your starting component of your subjob. Okay, so this is a small piece of job because everything in a same blue part. So this is one piece of your subjob. If you just right click here in this one, no subjob thing. Okay, but starting component of your subjob, you will be able to see your on subjob okay and on subjob error. You get the difference? Like on component okay and on component error, you can populate at any level of the subjob. Okay, at here also, at here also. But on subjob okay and on subjob error, you can only reflect from the starting component of a subjob. Why we were able to reflect from see, if I just trigger on sub job, okay, I'm able to. According to me, this is the second, so it should not be like populating my on sub job, okay, but it is populating you because these are not interrelated. We are not passing data between three components, okay? We are just generating sequence. In here, in this job, we were passing some data. That's why it is one sub job. So I hope this is clear, okay? The difference between on sub job, okay, and on component, okay. On component okay means just working at component level. You can just connect from any level of the sub job, but on sub job okay, you can only connect with the first component of your sub job. Okay, now moving to next question. Purpose of T-replicate component in Talend. Okay, so this component is very useful with the help of with the TMap. So my requirement is like that. In my TMap, I'm generating a output table, okay, and that I'm operating. Okay, next I have thrown something and applied some rules and just outputted the result. But now I want with the same table, I want to do some other filters also. I have to apply some new filters and want to create new file, same table, but want to operate different operation on the same result. One way what I can do that, I can create here one other table and apply same thing in that table also. Okay, different table, and then I can connect that table into the next component like T filter I just want to do. So I can connect the new table to this component. And other way is just remove this, okay, and use TReplicate component. So what it do with the help of this diagram, you can see that it is accepting one input but generating multiple output. So I will give it to this output table to this component, and now you can generate multiple outputs from with the help of this component. See, main. If I want to connect another, because in TMap we can just use that table only once as an output. Okay, but with the help of this, you see another main row order will be different. Like this is one order, this is order two. So first this will be executed and then this will be executed. But you can, main means you can pass your data of that table, particular table. If I haven't used this component, then I was not able to, replicate my same output table into different forms. Now what I can do, I can apply different filter and can generate different data. All right, so TReplicate simply accept one input table but can generate same table into a multiple out as a multiple output. Same table, it will not touch its properties. So same data, same table will be generated as a multiple output. So this is the use of component. Okay, now next question is how to optimize Talend job, to stop out of memory runtime error or to optimize Talend performance. One of the basic question of interview. So simple. If I am using some file and operating some data, then we need to, include only those columns from the file that are used. Okay. And if I am using some databases, then only that required field should be added in a schema that need to be operate. Like I work with the I work with the Salesforce data. So whenever I select any object, then it reflects all the fields of that particular object in my schema. So, but I only need to work on the 4 fields. So what I do, I remove all the other fields and keep only those 4 fields which are required for my job. So this is also one of the optimization of your Talend job. Second thing is for your memory. See, in every advanced setting of your run tab, we have a job run VM argument. You know, whenever we run a Java, code or class, we that works on some JVM, right? We have a Java virtual machine for a Java related thing. So what we do, we just check this works, and this is the argument passed by us only, that how minimum. This is, you can see, ms means minimum and mx means maximum. So how minimum memory it needed for your Talend execution, and this is your maximum. So you can pass into your 1024 in multiply of this number. Like this is only 1 GB. Okay, so you can just pass 4096. So this is around your 4 GB. So this is like the multiple of 1024. So this way we can avoid out of memory errors for our Talend job. And other way to optimize your job, use minimum to minimum like required component. Okay, so see, if I want to do some filter, I can do filter on TMap only. Like I don't want to extract the data of some name like Rahul. So what I will do, I will just apply filter on TMap here. Okay, and use here the same function that Rahul name should not be populated. Why to use T filter row? Okay, so use minimum component in your Talend job and maximize your performance. So there, okay. Next question is the what is the default pattern of date column in the whenever we add some field in our schema, then and we select our data type as date, then the default pattern reflected in that is DDMMYY. So this also when I give my certification exam, this question populated. The last question is the which is best, built-in versus repository. See, in my project, I have to deal with the Salesforce database only. Okay, like input or output. Either I have to extract data, or I have to just upload some data. What I have multiple jobs. Okay, so instead of providing my connection in every single component, I just create a one connection in my repository in metadata section. All databases mentioned here. Okay, so this is my Salesforce, and I just establish one connection here, and this connection I will be used in my whole project. So I don't need to provide my credentials again and again for every job. So but you can use built-in in case you have only one single requirement for that particular databases or for that particular job. Okay, this is not regarding connection only, but everything like a schema also. Like you have five, 5 projects for single requirement. Sorry, not project. Sorry, in same project you have 5 jobs for related, related requirements, and in every input file you have same schema. Then why to create in every file? Okay, manually. Just go and create in a repository, and you can use that repository option here. So your manual task will be least for creating your talent job. That's it. So what I recommend that even if you have, one-time task, you can create in repository, so that in future you don't need to search on credentials in your laptops. So yeah, we are done for the day. So thank you for watching this video, and yeah, good luck with your interviews. Bye bye.